Nothing.
Do you dream of having farm fresh eggs from your chickens in your backyard? Farm fresh milk from your family milk cow every morning? Do you want to grow all your food from farm animals? Yeah, I didn't either. But then I married this farm girl sitting next to me.
And your life is better for it.
Is it?
I think so.
I think the viewer can decide. We filmed an entire day of our crazy life here on this homestead. If you dream of homesteading, have a nice morning in the barn, dear. Or married someone who does, that's where you say, today's video.
Today's video is for
No,
you.
say it louder.
Louder. Today's video is for you because
We grow everything.
We did the most we have ever done in our 10 years of homesteading this year.
You want to raise your own pork, chicken, beef, lamb. We did it.
You want to milk a cow and make cheese and tiramisu?
Apparently,
Don't those
we
go
did
hand
it.
in hand?
We did it. In today's video, you're going to see what a day in our life looks like. You're going to see how our family of 8 with a 12-year-old all the way down to a little baby not only grows all our meat and dairy products and all that other good stuff, but we also make a full-time living from our homestead.
And hopefully it will help you have an idea of the chores that are involved in all of these things, our daily chores.
Nice.
Yeah.
Watch us do chores. If that didn't hook 'em, don't know what will. I hope you enjoy watching. Just know there's probably the biggest Easter egg we've ever put in a video somewhere in this video. Comment when you're done watching. Let us know if you think you found the Easter egg, what you think it means, because there's something big coming and we have a huge clue. I hope you find it, or at least have fun watching for it. In today's day in the life of
That's your podcasting voice.
Homesteady video,
You dropped into your podcasting voice. In today's...
which begins now. And I know you're here to see the chickens and the cows and milking time, but actually a lot of our business is run from the computer, and that's where my day starts, wearing this incredible robe. So my day typically begins right here at my desk. About 4:30 or 5 a.m. is usually when I wake up. So I get a real lot of work done early in the morning. I'm gonna get some work done here. Don't interrupt me, this is my quiet time. And yes, I always, this time of day, am in this amazing robe. Yes, I'm not ashamed of my beautiful striped robe. If you were to ask us what we do for a living, we would not tell you that we were farmers. We wouldn't say we homestead for a living. Really, we're content creators. A lot of our time is spent producing the show Homesteady, whether that's podcasts, videos like you're watching now here on YouTube, or content for our website, thisishomesteady.com. And the early morning hours before the family wakes up and we start working on the homestead, on the farm chores, I spend doing a lot of the computer work. It's kind of cool because this is how I started Homesteady. Way back when I was a construction worker, I had to commute into work every day. I launched the podcast, and I would work on the podcast after everybody went to bed and before everybody got up. So this is how Homesteady started. I look too soon. Can you do it one more time?
Coffee.
Coffee time. When you're in the world of construction, coffee break is like 15 minutes, get your coffee, shove your muffin down your throat, and go.
Yes, but what better way to kind of start the day together than to slowly take your time, have a cup of coffee, and plan out what you need to do for the day.
Is my mustache not? Please, everyone, tell me if my mustache.
It's really
Great. To be honest, while having coffee, we are definitely still in like a robe and pajamas, but we figured we'd dress up for YouTube. And eventually it gets so noisy, we decide it would be quieter to go outside, and that's when the chores begin.
Yeah.
This is where the robes come off.
Finally.
Dropped your fence staple. What are you doing? Just tell us what you're doing to get ready.
I put together the milker to get ready.
Oh, come
this
on.
morning.
Don't act like you've never made a YouTube video.
This morning I put together a milker. Now we're gonna go milk her. I don't know, Austin. Ooh, it's nice out. To be honest, Austin is usually pulling my cart for me. So to do this realistically.
We walk to the barn together in the morning. This is usually on an average day, like the amount of time we spend together doing our farm work.
Yeah, you mean the walk's the most we
The
work
walk
together?
is about as much as we do together. We've learned over the years what we're good at, what we like to do on the homestead, our strengths and our weaknesses complement each other. So we do better working in different areas on the homestead.
That's like a really positive way to say we don't work well together.
So what we'll do is, at this point, we'll go our separate ways. I always go up to the field.
You bring my cart into the milk room.
Well, right, we won't quite, not yet. I'll bring the cart into the milk room. So at this point, this is about where we part ways. Have a nice morning in the barn, dear. At this point, I'll head up into the field and Kay will milk the cows.
I'm sheep milking everybody right now. Keep my variety of glasses with me. Keeps me so safe from the swishing tails. I love milking every day. It's a quiet space where I just do my job. I like interacting with the cows and getting delicious product to bring inside and make other things from. I keep the pump for the milker in the other room, that way it's not quite so loud in the room that I'm milking. Albeit quiet as in like there's a machine roaring the whole time, but it's like white noise.
We do rainwater catchment with these IBC totes off of our gutters. And one good thunderstorm will fill a 300-gallon IBC tote. And that's the only way we water all the animals out in the field. So that's all the beef cows, a lot of the dairy cows, the chickens. I have a transfer pump, which is a DC transfer pump hooked up to the gator. And all I have to do is flick this switch and it will pump water out of the IBC tote and into this cooler. And then when we get up to the field, we'll pump the water out of our cooler and into their waters.
I'll have the kids help me sometimes. They'll do teat dip and stripping out for me, teach them how to do it. Our one daughter has her goats. She takes care of her goats. The other daughter takes care of the chickens, and then they'll help with the feed the baby lambs.
Each morning I like to come out here. The goats are the first thing I usually do. I take about half of this scoop and I give it to that black feeder over there. And they both get to eat, and then I do the water, which is in that bucket right there. Oh, the brown and white one over there is cookie dough. Black and white one back there is Buttons. They're both girls. They should be getting bred pretty soon when that buck is ready. Oh. Whatever.
All right, Looney. Once again, I gotta make sure the milker doesn't touch the ground here. Okay, Luna is done.
Shot. Good thing. We buy our pig feed in bulk. When you buy feed in bulk, you can save at least 5 to 10% on your feed bill usually. This is milk that K-milk from the cows that we're not using for our family. So each day we'll take it and we'll soak it some of our pig feed. We'll mix that up. And actually what I like to do is I like to let this ferment for a day. So I'll just leave this here in the barn and take this up tomorrow. We already have the stuff to bring up today, so we'll leave this for tomorrow. Pig feed with milk from the previous day really cuts down the feed bill. The milk is high in protein, it's high in fat, the pigs grow really big off of it. We still are getting them the minerals and the good grain that they need, but we have bought a lot less grain this year, soaking our pig feed in milk, and of course adding slop when we have it. So now we're gonna go up and we're gonna feed and water all the chickens, all the pigs, all the sheep, and we're gonna move the cows too. Let's go.
Of my too many jerseys that I'm milking right now, she's my favorite to milk. The trick here is to put the milker on without letting it touch the ground. Success. Nice. That emptied out quick. I like it. Good job, thank you.
Nice work.
I like that to keep them.
Let's go.
Daddy, now can I do it? What can I do is feed it to them. I know this too, so I don't peck apple. To box and don't peck it. And then I put a towing heel, so I don't have to hold it. Didn't pet it. But this one too. You roll it out and you can count. Look, we are done with ow.
Close, right? Good job, bud. All right, you ready? You can help me? Let's go, pull! I take the boys with me up into the field where we do all the different grazing moves. We work with the chicken tractors, which have to be moved every day. We work with the beef cattle and the reject dairy cows who aren't allowed in the dairy barn.
The dry cows.
Don't worry.
All right, ready, honey? Ready, bud? So you saw us fill our cooler up with water. Now that little transfer pump that's battery powered, running off of the Gator's battery, is pumping all the water into the chicken tractors. We fill 5-gallon buckets to the top twice a day. They never run out of water if you give them 5 gallons to the top twice a day. On these hot days, you can tell it's hot, I'm sweating. The chickens get a really refreshing drink of water and it keeps them really healthy. Already done?
She's dried out. Right. Oh, come on. After milking, I let all the dairy cows out. They get a little bit of hay if they need it. Then they go out to pasture, and I take the milk into the house. There we go. We got little Bumblebee over here. She's being weaned, so she gets to be beside Mama, but not with Mama. All right, and then I'm done for the day. I'm done in the barn. I gotta go process milk. Probably make some butter today. Yeah. But other than that, I'm done.
All right. So we got a couple of bottle-fed lambs that we've been caring for, so I'm gonna go show you them now. So I said bottle-fed. They were bottle-fed, but we've been weaning them now because they're getting old enough. And it's much easier. It's much easier to do them without having to bottle feed them. They're gonna stampede and try to get milk off of us. So we gotta push it. These are our 3 lambs. We'll release a future video of when we got them, but let me introduce you to them. This is the one I've been caring for. I bottle fed this one. Her name's Betty. Betty White. This is Whammy the Lammy. And this is Ethel. Ethel's the oldest one and the biggest one. It's huge.
He ate it. Babe ate an egg, Daddy.
Okay, honey. All right, open her up.
What did you do?
Oh. Every day. He likes that joke. I get it every day. All right, hold on. I gotta go back in there.
That's what I'm doing. I start processing the milk, which involves pouring it into jars and putting it in the freezer to chill it as fast as we can. And then cleaning the milking equipment, which is one of those necessary evils. Machine milking and hand milking comes down to where can you spend your time. Can it be in the barn, cow side, then hand milking, great. But if you have to be quick in the barn and then you have longer time that you can let your milking equipment kind of sit until it's washed, which is where I am now with the baby, I think machine milking for us is a better option right now. If you're gonna spend the time somewhere right now, it's better for me to be closer to the house. Milking the 3 cows, we're getting about 4 gallons a day right now, and everybody's kind of at different stages. From start to finish, my morning chores take me about an hour. There's always something that could keep me out there longer, like I gotta fence the calf, fence the lambs, but after I milk, I have to get it inside and process. Right now, it's so hot out there. There we go. All right, I'm gonna head inside. I think today's a butter day. I'll pull off the milk and cream and see what we got there. And then it's just making lunch, making supper, taking care of the kids. Kind of a normal day.
Would you say a day in the life of?
Would you say? How do you say that? Adele? Adele?
Delta.
After we're done with the chicken tractors, you'll notice the chicken tractors are actually following behind our beef cows. And that's because chicken tractors can be really difficult to move through high grass. So we let the cows graze ahead of them, the chicken tractors follow up and do the cleanup. So what will happen now is my son will take a geared reel, he'll stretch it out. This is the next line for the cows' daily move. I'll follow behind with some stakes, and then we'll let them in here, and the cows will get ahead of the chicken tractors and do some grazing. One of the reasons cows are my absolute favorite homestead animal. I can put one single strand of this twine with these stepping posts and they will respect it so well versus pigs and sheep, which will jump over this and jump through this. I gotta put 3 strands or netting. Cows are so much easier to work with. Up. We're gonna let the cows in the new move. We move them every day to fresh grass, and honestly it takes us about 10 minutes. It's not a big deal. Now what we like to do, and we'll do this today, is we'll take the back line, which they don't need anymore, down, and we'll set it up ahead of us so that tomorrow we're all ready to go.
I love grazing the animals. This has become my biggest job at the homestead. And I'm not really sure why. It's like the combination of knowing I'm saving money because I'm not feeding hay, I'm not giving them grain, I don't have to clean up after the animals. I always hated cleaning the barn. But really, I just like the different scenery every day, the different challenges of like, you know, what am I going to set up for the day? How am I going to get the water and the food? I kind of feel like my ancient Roman ancestors would be proud of my infrastructure building skills.
I mean, the Romans built roads that survived down to this day. And that's just like what you do, yeah?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, actually.
I can't do any photos.
It is really hot today. So you remember down at our pole barn, we were filling IBC totes with the rainwater, and we were pumping some of that water into that cooler. That's enough water for pigs and sheep and chickens, but it's not enough water for cows. We attach a hose to an IBC tote up here with about 200 to 250 gallons, and we gravity feed a hose down to a float valve on a water trough so the cows can come and get a really big drink and they never run out of cool, fresh water. This has been working really well. We've done it all season long.
So we're gonna be feeding the pig way over now. You can barely see them.
We have our big pink commercial pigs. These are our feeder pigs. They're going to be done in about a month and being butchered. We have them with our feeder sheep, our lambs, that we also got and will be done in about a month. We don't move them every single day because you need to have at least 4 strands or netting, and that's a lot harder to move. So we put them in areas of our pasture that have got overgrown. While we were grazing this year, the end of the pasture we took too long to get to. I never mowed it. There's a lot of high weeds and low quality pasture that we don't really want our cows to have to eat. So we'll leave them here for a couple days. They'll hammer all the weeds. We'll spot feed on top of briars. And by the time they're done here, this will have been really, really disturbed. I might broadcast a little buckwheat or rye so that we fill all the bare spots. And then we'll move them on. And they just have right now a nice simple watering system. I give them a nipple water for the pigs, a bucket for the sheep, and then they have a couple little shade structures to keep them cool. They're very easy. Honestly, the pigs and sheep take us about 10 minutes a day. We had our pigs here in this spot for about a month, and we know there's a really good blackberry patch here. So we had the pigs in here kind of clearing the low brush, the low briars. So now the kids can walk all through here picking blackberries, get at all the berries they couldn't get at last year because the pigs cut a nice little path in there. Rolling.
So when Dad finishes up, we take our coffee break.
Oh, nice shot. So the morning chores for me are done. I usually get back a little bit later than Kay. She's probably already inside and having already processed the milk. Now I go inside. I'll get to work on editing some videos, working on the website, the podcast, the YouTube channel, and then we'll come back out in the afternoon for afternoon chores, and we'll show you that in a little bit.
After I'm done cleaning the milking equipment, I come inside. I may start making a breakfast or a lunch or some dairy product, butter, cream, yogurt, whatever.
Sometimes those are the same thing.
Yeah.
We filmed this video during like a peak milking time for you, but throughout the year, what your day looks like on the inside of the house could be any number of things, from homeschooling kids to
Cooking, cleaning, baby stuff. Yeah, it's all over the place. I like it though. That's what I like about being at home and homeschooling and farming is it's so different every day.
while you might be in
Awesome.
some way feeding your
Beautiful.
family throughout the day, sometimes that's making a meal, sometimes that's making a wheel of cheese.
And every day it's making a meal. I mean, let's not.
And while you're making cheese, I'm making the cheddar.
Oh, is that why you did that?
That was good.
Oh,
No?
it works.
The next half of my workday takes place right here. And from about 12:30 till about 5, I do whatever work I have to do on the computer. And Homesteady really is, it's like a bird. It's got two wings. There's the homestead, and then there's the online business with videos, websites, podcasts. I thought this would be a cool chance to show you just a few of the things I do inside every day. But I apparently was super wrong.
I just feel like it's not the most interesting thing to watch.
Comment below if you want me to make a video that shows how I make the behind the scenes stuff. Ooh, yeah.
Or maybe just like a quick time lapse of you making a video.
You really don't want to watch me edit,
Like
do you?
I watch you edit every day. Like a 5-second time lapse. Austin makes. A
But
video.
you think they want to watch you make tiramisu?
I think they want to watch us eat tiramisu.
I want to watch us eat tiramisu.
Weird. Now it's weird.
One of the things we've learned from homesteading for so long, you do a number on clothing, you dirty a lot of clothes, you wear a lot of clothes out. So we found it's best to have like a uniform that you slip into when you go out to do barn chores. In the wintertime, you see us in heavy overalls. In the summer, my uniform is my Cujo yard shoe. They're like a very tough, durable sneaker work shoe combination. Awesome. But then they just added this year, Cujo started making these pants. They're breathable, keep the mess off, they dry very quickly. I've just slipped into my uniform, and now we're out to do the afternoon chores. Afternoon chores are a lot easier. We have a lot less work to do. So it's a really good chance to get the younger kids involved. This guy's our pump operator. He's gonna turn the switch on and off for us as we water the chickens. Most of the evening chores is just checking waters. We don't do much feeding or moving in the evening time. Now, my middle son here is gonna run our water hose to all the chicks, make sure they have water. And this guy's gonna turn it off and on. All right, you wait for your brother to tell you to turn it on, okay? Ready?
Yeah.
Right here, tell us when.
On.
All right. Especially in the hot summer. All right, quiet for 1 second, boys. I got to talk on camera.
But we in the hot summer.
Once your birds get out on pasture, it's really important that you have a good water setup for them.
What are you gonna do?
Berries. And raspberries. And raspberries. Hey. I said a D.
What are you gonna pick?
Raspberry and is it a yummy one?
I think so.
Yuck.
What?
Yuck.
No, it's not. Try it.
Well, that's pretty much it for my evening chores. The pigs all have water, the sheep have water. I check the cows in the field. All the beef have water. The chicken tractors, water, and you can see all my helpers I've lost to the berry patch again. Wave from the berry patch!
My evening chores are pretty easy right now. I'm not milking twice a day, so I don't have to milk. I come out, the kids and I check everybody's hay and water. Tonight I got to do a little fencing, so hopefully my husband gets back in time and can help me do that.
Little known fact, all our chores take twice as long because you always have to run back to grab the camera, to move it, to film the next thing you're gonna do. Day in the life of.
Alright, I thought we were done. I thought that's all we were doing tonight.
Thanks for watching.
Well, there's some action down with the dairy girls. Honeybee, we AI'd her about 3 weeks ago. I think we did it a day too early though, and I'm not surprised to see now she's coming into heat. So I got to get our little bull down here with them so he can take care of her, because the other cows aren't doing much for her.
The other cows are not breeding her. This is a perfect example of a day in the life of, because homesteading, you have like your chores, your routine, the things you have to do today, and we were done. We're like, all right, the fence is up, we're all done for the, oh, wait.
I know, there's always something.
Always at the end of the day, there's like one other thing. Look at that, we gotta take care of that.
needs to
So
move
we
fast.
definitely gotta go take care of that. Let's go. Oh wow, look. Up in the field, looking for Brig, our little mini Jersey bull. We've been showing you our grazing. This is kind of cool to see where they were yesterday, where they are today, where they'll be tomorrow. So just look at my feet and see how much forage is at my feet. So here's where the cows were yesterday. You can see there's like nothing hardly at all left through their grazing. It's the end of the day. Where the highlands are should be pretty similar. Hey everybody, I'm walking around where they were today. Not much left here. And now we'll go over to, this is where they're going to be tomorrow. See how much more lush the pasture is, how much more grass we have here. And then here's where they'll be over the next few days. That's where we've been, where we are, where we're going.
Let's go find those girls.
Pigs. This is Briggy's big moment.
I know. Let's.
Oh, he's sniffing.
Better turn the fence on.
Can he reach?
Like something's going on here.
By the hillside. He's gonna go be a tough guy. Wouldn't this be like the perfect ending to the day in the life of
Oh yeah.
our brand new herd sire breeds?
Yes.
Our like show cow there, Honeybee.
Yeah, let's pretend that's what happened.
Yeah, we'll edit that in. Right here, special effects.
Life begins.
Day in the life of the perfect homestead. Instead, he goes and fights our new little bull and then just eats grain.
Come on, buddy.
Real day in the life.
Better
Come
turn
on,
the fence,
Briggy.
though. Is the fence on?
Hopsy's gonna.
What a day. What a day. Yeah, he's gonna break your back.
Confused little guy. Come on. Plus, Hops is not helping. Might have to separate these two so they have... Yeah, this, not helping. There. He's confused. That little bull's a month old. Force is strong with that one. Month old, he's trying. Good for him. It's 7:30. I've been working since 4:30 this morning.
You're one of those people that brags about what time you started working.
So what's that? 4 to 4 is 12, 5, 6, 7, 13, 14, 15-hour day for me today.
I did not get butter made. No. Yeah, I want to go get a drink, so let's go.
I'll just edit it out. We'll get you making butter.
Okay, come on, I
gotta promote something. What are we promoting?
I don't know. We got
All
all
right.
this time to think about it.
They're long days, but we love every minute of them.
Are you ready? I look too soon. Can you do it one more time?
Must be sure there's no turning back once we're out the door. Leave your message
be honest, Austin
here
usually
on
pulls
the
my
telephone, cause we've no
morning in the park
idea
here.
when we're coming home. Any place we wander to, any season we go through, I'll be fine as long as I'm with you. Heaven knows, running round the world with you. When you smile, I smile too. How I ever made it without you. Heaven knows, heaven knows.
That means at the end of this day, summer of our biggest season ever, we are pretty exhausted. I was very thirsty too. So
Apparently.
you wanted some saying like, our hands are tired, but our hearts are full.
I wanted to end with saying how much I like the fact that we've built a life where we get to work together every day. And we have a lot of fun with that, and sometimes we don't. But I never regret waking up next to you, working next to you, podcasting next to you, and getting to spend my whole day together with you and my kiddos.
Well, that's very sweet.
And I think people watching, hopefully if this is what you want, you can build it too, and how maybe we can help.
Yeah, hopefully this gave you a realistic idea of what to expect from a day. I hope it was very honest, so people could actually see like beyond a snapshot of Instagram, beyond the backdrop of a farm.
It's highly edited.
We wanted to film this day as a day in the life because it's the most we've ever done, a huge undertaking, and I think it was a big accomplishment. And we got through it. We didn't kill each other. and we're proud of what we did. So we wanted to do the video as a snapshot for us, as a record of what happened, what we did, what we accomplished, so we could always look back on it.
Yeah, a good snapshot to remember what a day in the life was like at this homestead. Dear, I miss you. Oh, are you still here?